Imagine this. You're walking into an important meeting, feeling confident and ready to present your idea. Just as you start, someone unexpectedly interrupts, challenging everything you've said. Your heart races, your mind begins to swirl with frustration, and you're tempted to snap back in anger. In the past, such an encounter might have left you flustered and defensive, making it hard to keep your composure. But now, with emotional resilience under your belt, you pause. You breathe deeply and choose to respond thoughtfully. Instead of getting defensive or angry, you calmly address the situation, staying focused on your message. What seemed like an overwhelming setback has now become an opportunity for growth. An opportunity to prove your emotional strength and ability to handle pressure. This is the power of emotional resilience. It's not about avoiding stress or pretending everything is fine, but about responding to challenges with strength, balance, and clarity. It's the difference between being swept away by your emotions and being in control of them. Today, we're diving into how to build emotional resilience, how to deal with stress and emotional overwhelm, stay calm under pressure, and come out stronger after facing adversity. Let's break it down and explore techniques that will help you thrive in the face of life's challenges. Understanding emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is your ability to bounce back after facing adversity. It's not about never feeling down or overwhelmed. Rather, it's about cultivating the skills to recover quickly and emerge stronger from life's trials. Think about a rubber band. When stretched, it may seem like it's going to break, but it always returns to its original form. Emotional resilience works the same way. Life's challenges may stretch you, but with the right mindset and tools, you can bounce back better and more capable than before. For instance, let's say a close friend or colleague insults your work. It stings, doesn't it? But rather than letting the negativity define you or pull you into a cycle of frustration, emotional resilience allows you to process those emotions constructively. You may feel hurt for a moment, but you quickly reframe the situation, understand why it's bothering you, and move forward, knowing that it doesn't have to dictate your mood or your behavior. So, how do you develop this emotional resilience? The first step is learning how to manage stress and emotional overwhelm. Let's explore some effective strategies. Techniques to manage stress and emotional overwhelm. Stress is inevitable, but how we handle it makes all the difference. Emotional resilience isn't about avoiding stress. It's about learning how to manage it in healthy ways. When you're faced with overwhelming situations, having coping mechanisms in place can help you stay grounded. 1. Deep breathing and relaxation techniques. Suppose you're at work, dealing with a looming deadline and mounting pressure. Your chest tightens, and it feels as though the weight of the world is on your shoulders. In moments like this, deep breathing can be a lifesaver. Take the 4-7-8 breathing technique. For instance, inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. This simple practice activates the parasympathetic nervous system, triggering your body's relaxation response. By consciously focusing on your breath, you can reduce stress and restore calm, even when everything around you feels chaotic. 2. Mindfulness practices to ground yourself. Think about a time when you were overwhelmed by emotions. Maybe you were preparing for a major presentation, and the stress was mounting. In such moments, it's easy to let your mind spiral into negative thoughts. Mindfulness helps you pause and focus on the present moment, breaking the cycle of anxiety. For example, during stressful times, instead of fixating on the what-ifs, try grounding yourself by focusing on your surroundings. Notice the texture of your clothing, the rhythm of your breathing, or the feeling of your feet on the ground. Mindfulness draws your attention away from the anxiety and keeps you centered in the present, where you can act more consciously rather than react impulsively. 3. Visualization and mental rehearsal. Imagine you're preparing for a big event, say, a wedding speech or an important pitch. Instead of letting your nerves take over, take a few moments to visualize yourself succeeding. Picture yourself speaking confidently, maintaining control, and impressing your audience. This visualization technique works by training your brain to experience success, which can reduce stress and anxiety before the event. For instance, an athlete might visualize crossing the finish line in a race, feeling the exhilaration of victory. This mental rehearsal helps them channel energy in a productive way and keep anxiety at bay, ensuring they perform at their best. Strategies for self-regulation. Staying calm under pressure. Self-regulation refers to the ability to control one's emotions, thoughts, and behavior in the face of difficult situations. In high-pressure environments, self-regulation can be the key to staying calm and performing at your best. 1. Reframing negative thoughts. For example, let's say you miss an important deadline at work. Instead of beating yourself up and feeling like a failure, try reframing the situation. You could view it as a chance to improve your time, management skills, or as an opportunity to demonstrate resilience by quickly getting back on track. A great way to practice reframing is by asking yourself, what's the silver lining here? What can I learn from this? This simple shift in perspective helps you view challenges as opportunities for growth, instead of threats that can cause emotional overwhelm. 2. The power of pausing. Imagine a tense conversation with a family member or a colleague. Your emotions start to rise, and it feels like a confrontation is imminent. Rather than reacting immediately, pause for a few seconds. This pause allows your emotional brain to cool down and gives your rational mind a chance to process the situation more thoughtfully. A brief pause before responding in high-stress moments is often all it takes to prevent regretful actions or words. By taking a step back and breathing, you can regain control of your emotions and choose a more constructive reaction. 3. Creating healthy boundaries. Sometimes, the key to managing emotional overwhelm lies in setting clear boundaries. Suppose you're someone who tends to say yes to every request, whether at work or in your personal life. Over time, this can lead to burnout and stress. Learning to say no, and doing so with respect, protects your emotional energy and helps you maintain balance. For instance, if you're already overwhelmed with tasks at work, saying no to additional responsibilities helps you focus on what's most important, ultimately reducing stress and preventing emotional fatigue. Developing resilience to overcome setbacks and challenges. Emotional resilience isn't just about handling stress in the moment. It's also about how we bounce back after facing setbacks, challenges, or failures. Resilience allows us to adapt, learn, and grow stronger through adversity. 1. Embracing failure as a learning opportunity. Let's take a moment to consider the story of Thomas Edison, who failed countless times before successfully inventing the light bulb. He didn't see each failure as a setback, but as a valuable lesson. Each failure brought him closer to the success he would eventually achieve. For instance, you might face a personal failure, such as a rejected job application or a project that didn't go as planned. Rather than feeling defeated, emotional resilience helps you assess the situation, extract lessons, and use them to improve. This mindset shift helps you grow from setbacks instead of being defeated by them. 2. Building a support system. Think about a time when you faced a difficult challenge and had a close friend or family member by your side. Their support likely made you feel more resilient, more able to handle the situation. Emotional resilience is often strengthened by having a solid support system. Having people to talk to and lean on during difficult times can provide comfort, perspective, and encouragement. For instance, if you're going through a tough time in your personal life, having someone to listen or offer advice can help you feel heard and understood, making it easier to regain your emotional balance. 3. Cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset is crucial for resilience. It's the belief that you can grow, adapt, and improve through effort and learning. For example, if you face a setback in a new skill, such as learning a language or mastering a new software program, you view that challenge as part of the learning process, rather than as evidence of failure. By cultivating a growth mindset, you embrace challenges as opportunities to improve, not obstacles to success. It's this mindset that helps resilient individuals continue moving forward, even when things get tough. Conclusion. In conclusion, emotional resilience is not a trait that people are born with. It's a skill that can be developed. With the right techniques to manage stress, self-regulate emotions, and bounce back from setbacks, you can build a strong emotional foundation to help you face life's challenges head-on. So, start today, whether by practicing deep breathing, reframing negative thoughts, or setting clear boundaries, and take your first step toward becoming emotionally resilient. Do like and share the video to your loved ones.